Hi. Some of you might try to get out of body, do astral projection, or at least get some lucid dreaming. And I know some people will listen to those tracks, the audio for the guided UBI, guided astral projection, all this stuff. And I just wanted to sort of cover before you do that. As in, those are great ways to get out, like listening to the steps, and your brain's going to take it, and you just go for it, use it as a guided meditation to get out. It works. And before you do that, some people will have little hardships, as in little issues that keeps them within the body. So here are a few steps you can do before you use the audio to get out. And first thing, very simple, and it's basically give this, or like have this statement proclaim that anyone within your space, any entities, any beings that are not serving you that might be getting in the way, they have your permission to leave. Anyone that is blocking you from getting out of body, anyone that is stuck within the body. Listen, your thing right now is to think of possible little issues or identities that are getting in the way of you getting out of body. Maybe you feel like, oh, I'm stuck in my body. I want to sleep. I never get out of body. I'm trapped here. I hate this world. I don't want to be here. Or I really want to sleep. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. So you will have certain beliefs and thoughts and feeling states, and it all comes up in this one cluster. A lot of it is you, how you feel, think, and everything else. But also you will carry clusters of entities within your space. Those can be simple thought forms, but those thought forms can be getting in the way. As in, it's like additional weight holding you down. But in that way, oh, I love my dog. Sorry. Those entities can have thoughts like, hey, I'm stuck here. I don't want to be here. Or, okay, just another day in the job, like trapped here in this space. So even them, like they'll have issues. And you giving this proclaim, you can be saying that in general, but at the same time, if you address it a bit more personally, it's like someone's listening to you, you wake them up, you give them more awareness, and they can leave your space. But basically a statement for any entities, any beings within your space that might be there. You might not be aware of them, you might not think of it, you might sort of misidentify some of the issues or things as if it's your own. But if you give this permission for these beings to leave, or a command, first permission is to be nice, like polite way to go, but giving a command and like telling them to leave is good as well. And so again, any entities and beings in my space that are not serving me, they're getting in the way of me getting out of body, they're keeping me trapped, they're blocking my visuals, that make me exhausted. Like, you can be more specific, or just in general, any entities and beings in my space that are not serving me right now, you have my permission to leave. But again, put it in your own words, whatever feels better to you. But the idea is to get rid of the additional weight and blockages that will be getting in the way. A lot of these entities can even work as a blindfold and all the stuff. So that's one thing. Another one is to think of this astral, etherical, energetic anchor. What happens is, like, when we incarnate and we get into the physical human body, it's like we're stamped, we're anchored, we're sort of trapped and sort of like pressed, and a lot of these energetic bodies, astral bodies, etheric bodies, and you can go so forth and so on, but it's all within your space. So it's like everything's stamped in one place, and when you're trying to get out, you cannot lift up. So more like, you think of those bodies and you can release them, you can like core like anchors, like, okay, like I have anchor points. You can even use your hand as guidance, like, okay, if I was to have an anchor point, an anchor holding you down, holding your astral body down, or like stuck to your physical, where is it? And you guide it and like, oh, well, I feel some warmth or some energy here, so okay, so one is here, and where else? Like, you can go and like, oh, well, my chest, my stomach, my legs, and you can just sort of like scroll with your hand and basically find the hotter points or whatever feels a bit different, as you sort of like, you give your consciousness, like a dog, a command of specifically what are you looking for. And any energies or anything in my space that works like an anchor and keeps me trapped or stuck to this physical body. And as you move your hand, you will feel differences within the energy, the feeling state. And so just addressing that, all you need to do is have like, okay, I identify it, like I feel a difference, or like something's here, like I don't know, can't really address it, but it's a bit harder, it's a bit different, I don't know. And so with that, you're basically, you can use your hand and like pull it out, like just one simple action, an intention, an idea, that alone is enough. Now coming back to the additional bodies, you can use the havingness method. So throughout the day, you're constantly doing stuff. And we end up giving a lot of ourselves out to others, to the world. So we work, we express ourselves, but do we get that back? Yeah, in ways through resting, through getting food, through getting the conversations back, and sort of like as a feedback, it works. But if you don't get it, like for me, what became an issue being an introvert and kind of like getting away from people, like I would not communicate and I would not put myself first. So because I didn't have much havingness like in my space, I was like pretty much like empty, so to speak. So what happens is like you can load your body up, and with that, let's say you're like laying in your bed and you imagine, okay, my astral body coming here or even going out. And what if I add another body? Like, let's say the body, like you basically imagine and think of a copy of this one, except it's not going to be physical. The shape, everything else looks the same, but it's not physical. All of a sudden, it's an energy body. It's the enthusiastic body. Like you can literally load it up with personalities, and the joyful body, the creative body, the dancing body. And, like you can give that identity, personality to yourself and fill yourself up. So you're kind of like doing this energy work. You're helping yourself out, but at the same time, this havingness does not keep you empty. So all of a sudden you're becoming more full, and you can literally, by inviting parts of yourself, or even like doing this energy work, push yourself out of the physical body. So those are just few things. Like sometimes we can have entities in our space. Sometimes there can be anchor points. Sometimes there can be agreements. It's simply like your beliefs, the way you see yourself, the way you experience the world. Like maybe you might have a belief because you have experienced that as your reality, as in like, I don't have any dreams. I don't dream. I don't remember my dreams. If I get out of body, I don't remember anything. I can't get out of body. I'm stuck. I've never got out of a body before. And basically the way you experience your reality, your day-to-day life, is how you believe. And those beliefs are basically your agreements about this reality. So by addressing those, you can simply like have an intention, cancel it out. And if you're trying to listen to those audio tracks that will help you get out, look at what is stopping you. Before, you've tried to get out of body and nothing worked. Various techniques didn't really do it good for me. So you might address those once in a while and see if like revoking them will help. But basically, some people will try to listen to the audio and kind of give up. I would say don't, but it's important to do that prep work. Like for some will have an easy time getting out or listening to the audio, the guided meditation thing, and they'll be able to have visuals and stuff. And I might do my own in the future, but for now, it's pretty good to do this little prep work. It might take 5 minutes or less, and then you listen to the audio, but it just clears your space. It gives you more freedom to achieve better results, and like you get any issues or whatever was, or like might have been a problem before. So hopefully that gives you an idea or two. There's tons of things that you can do as well, but these are just few basics. And if you use it, if it helps, like let me know. If not, hell, whatever, leave a comment. Like maybe you use some other techniques to clear your space. So that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.